Hello guys, and welcome to Till Vacuum Do Us Part. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Ashley. Today's video is going to be jam-packed and full of my cleaning home hacks. So you're gonna see different houses because we've moved, you're gonna see different hair, you're gonna see different decor. So it's actually a fun journey along the way. But if you're wanting to get some really good cleaning hacks to help you in your home, today is the video for you. So watch this while you're doing laundry or cooking dinner or cleaning the house, and I hope you find it super, super helpful. If you do, definitely share it with someone else that you know that would enjoy it as well. And if you're new here, go ahead and click that red subscribe button down below so you don't miss any of my future videos. But now let's go ahead and get started. The first hack has to do with cleaning brushes. So I pulled all mine out. I don't know if you guys are with me. I can either find all my hairbrushes or I can't find any and I have to order, and that's what's happened here. And just side note, if you guys can tell, I love wet brushes. They're the only thing I use. And if you don't own this kind, it's for like dry shampoo. I'm gonna add a link down below in my description box because I cannot live without this one. Like, it's really the only one I use. Side note, also, I do have a daughter, so these aren't just for me. It's between both of us. But we all know we're supposed to clean out our hair like every couple weeks. We all do that, so I did that the best I could. But now we're actually gonna deep clean them, so let's get to going.
Yeah, I'm restless, so give me something to do. Yeah, I can't stay here because I need to dance. Jump around and show them how I move. Everybody will be on me, wanna join me when I take a shot. I'll be the center of attention like I was some kind of astronaut. Cause I'm shooting for the moon tonight, and I got a feeling I'm gonna crash some stupid party. Tear the ceiling down in front of everybody. If someone's pouring...
Okay, so I added just a third cup of baking soda. It didn't really say how much. And then shampoo, you can use any kind of either of these options. Just make sure both of them's in there and you kind of just guesstimate on the mixture. But then I'm just rubbing them. You can see the water's already getting dirty in here, but you're supposed to let it soak for 30 minutes. So I'm gonna leave this in here. I am just kind of rubbing, like this one has a lot of bristles. So I'm gonna just kind of help get it going, but the water is super hot, so I'm trying not to touch it too much. But then we will come back in a second and see how dirty this water and how clean the hairbrushes are. Okay, so it's been 30 minutes and I'm letting them soak in here. It looks like it did its job. If I move this around, you guys can see how dirty that water is in there. So I'm really glad I got this done. Who knew I was supposed to be actually cleaning my brushes this well? So I like this tip a lot. Okay, and up next on the TikTok cleaning hacks is a trash can hack. So this one I actually found over on Instagram, but Kristen Casper was sharing it from her TikTok account that she had seen, and it's like mind-blowing. I had never thought of it or never heard of somebody doing it this way. So now let me share this hack with you all. Okay, but first, before I show you that hack, my little hack is always keep extra trash can liners in the bottom. Then when you take out your trash, you immediately have a liner. I try to always keep like 3 in mine. That's not the hack, that's just my little tip, but now I'm gonna show you the TikTok hack.
Just an accident waiting to happen like...
Okay, so apparently that's another way to put in your trash can liner. I tried to show you in the beginning the way I did it. I just like put it in and then wrap it around, but apparently it's easier just to wrap it around and then tuck it in. So you definitely need to let me know down below in the comment section which way you put your liner in. Is it the first way or the second way? Okay, so we're moving on. Now we're on to the third TikTok cleaning hack, and this one involves the stove. So this is something I wish I would have known before I moved out of my last house, because I left mine so dirty, but I did not know how to clean this part of the stove. So you guys ready? Let's go see what to do. Okay, so my stove's still new. We've only lived here about 3.5 months, and you guys know I don't cook a lot, but even in my last house, hello, I'm right here, this glass area gets so dirty. I've had friends and neighbors ask me how to clean it, and I always thought you had to like unscrew it, and I even had Chase do it once to get it clean, and then it got dirty again. But there's actually a hack on the way to clean it, so let me show you how to do it. Okay, so for this cleaning, I'm about to show it to you, but I wanted to show you what you're gonna need. I'm just using like my mop head. This isn't like my e-cloth one, it's just one that came with a mop. And then like a painter's stick if you buy paint. You may already have like a really thin duster that will fit up in there, but this is the only thing I could make work. So let me show you how to clean it now.
Yeah, I'm going all night, I don't need to stop. Yeah, I can't wait to hit that bass drop dance. It's all I wanna do right now. Oh, everybody will be on me, wanna join me when I take a shot.
Okay, so basically to clean this, I tried to show you in that last clip, there are 3 little slots underneath here. So if you can just find a duster or something thin enough to slide in there and then move it around. What you could do is get this wet. You could either spray it or get it wet in the sink with soap, and then you're just gonna rub it against it. And typically your whole glass isn't dirty. It's just like something splattered in there. So there you go. My next tip needs to be on cleaning underneath my stove, apparently. Okay, so just like that, you could have a clean glass from the inside, and you can actually clean underneath your stove. So I feel like that's a 2-for-1 right here. Okay, and the next hack, I feel like is definitely another 2-for-1 as well. So if you've been around a while, you've seen 1, but you haven't seen 2. So definitely stay for that one. But I feel like this is a perfect little cleaning hack or tip for any of your guest bathrooms, just to kind of level it up. So let me show you what I do in mine.
Like I was some kind of astronaut, 'cause I'm shooting for the moon tonight, and I got a feeling I'm gonna crash some stupid party, tear the ceiling down in front of everybody. If someone's pouring up a drink, I'm calling shot it. I'm gonna find a crowd so I can put it on me.
Okay, so I found that cleaning hack a while back. I've been doing this for a while in all of our bathrooms, and just so you know, every faucet leaves a different design. So definitely try them out throughout your home if you have like different faucets in different bathrooms. It's really pretty to even do if you keep extra back here. I normally do, I just haven't done it recently. But there's actually a cool one that you guys have all been sending me where this looks like a flower. So let's try this one out together.
I'm just an accident waiting.
Okay, so take 1. I feel like I did the design of it, but I couldn't get it to stick. So I'm gonna try one more time. But I get this is a little more time consuming, but if you're gonna have people over or if you clean houses for a living, I just think this is really cool. But let me see if I can get it to stick like they do. I'm actually watching the video right here behind me. Okay, I wanted to bring it out here in the natural light so you can see it. I think that's really cool. Now, will I do this all the time? No, because that is a lot of work. But if you're gonna be having a party at your house, or you're cleaning for someone, or like a new mom, just like a special way for somebody to go in and have a nice surprise. So, super happy with this one. I think it's really neat. Okay, I was actually reviewing that TikTok hack and I actually did one of the steps wrong. So I'm gonna go back in there one more time and try it to see if I can like perfect it and get it even better.
I sat down by the ocean. It's that tears that I feel up with emotions. Could I taste them for real? Longing for you, oh, but I can't get back.
Okay, so here are the two different times that I did this. So this was the first one, and if you can tell, it's more rounded petals. So basically it's up to you like which style flower you want to do. This one has more pointy feathers. I don't know if you can, or petals, as you can kind of see. So it's just kind of up to you the style you want. If you want the pointy feathers or petals, grip it here where the points are at the top. Then your petals have points right there on the side. So whatever you're gathering, you put your points there, and then that's gonna be your petal. But if you turn it this way and like scrunch it and gather it, it's more rounded. So just keep that in mind and fold it whichever way you like best for the style you like best. Okay, I'm gonna show you one more visual just because I don't know if what I'm trying to say is coming out. I like can't speak well today. But basically, if you want this style flower, you're gonna have it like a square and scrunch it from there. If you want this style flower, have it more like a diamond and then start scrunching it in the middle like that. That way you'll get like the result you're looking for. Okay, so the next TikTok cleaning hack is how to fold towels like they do at the spa or at like a resort. So this is just how I typically fold mine, but I'll show you a little after. I already tried it the other day when I was looking up hacks, and that's how you can fold them. I think it looks so good. It does look spa-like. It would be really cool, and like, once again, a guest bathroom if you have guests coming over to stay with you. How fancy does that feel? So let me show you how to fold a towel like spas do.
What can I do? What can I do when your train is gone? I don't wanna go back, don't wanna go back. If you are not with me, hey, do you read me? Go back to where we came from. If my hands are empty, hey, do you read me? Go back. I don't wanna go alone. Go back. If you are not with me, hey, I don't wanna go back.
Okay, so this is what it looks like when it's done. Maybe if I had more towels clean, I could show you what it looks like if we had more than 2 towels, but apparently I need to do the laundry. But here how the towels look. Like I said, you could have them out here on display or just tucked away in a cabinet for your guests. I also did a hand towel just so you could see what it would look like. I could have those lined up in the back. Once again, I need to wash my towels, but I thought that was a cool little hack, and I'll probably do this more often. I kind of like seeing it that way when I open up the cabinet. Okay, how's everyone doing? Are you guys having fun? Do you guys like the style video? If you're liking it, definitely give me a thumbs up right now so I know to make more like this. But now we're moving on and we're gonna clean out our toasters. This is something I don't do near enough. I've had my toaster since Chase and I got married, and I can't even tell you how many times I've cleaned it, if I have. So it's probably bad. It's sitting out right here. So let's see how TikTok tells us to clean our toasters. Okay, so here's the 13-year-old toaster. It's looking pretty good. I will say I just bought a new one over there. I've been looking for a white and gold one for so long, and Walmart has them. Super affordable. I'll link it for you. But still, for this video, I had to show you an actual toaster that's being used. Now the first hack is just that there's a crumb tray, which it's actually labeled here, and I never clean it. It probably only gets cleaned when I'm packing it and moving it and it spills over. But let's pull this out. Look at that. First off, if you guys didn't know there's a tray, there's a tray. Clean it out. Right there. That is so gross. But now I'm going to show you how they tell you to clean the inside of your toaster.
Intentions are good. I walk back to my history, into my old neighborhood. Longing for you, longing for you.
So here are my thoughts on this cleaning hack. So far, I feel like all of them have been wins. This did clean a lot. Like if you can see, when I was spraying it, it was blowing out of the toaster. This I knew to do, I just never did. But when I look down in here, let me see if I can get you guys an angle. It's still got a lot of crumbs down in there. Maybe mine's just too far gone because it is 13 years old and I should have been doing that from the get-go. So I'm not super impressed on my used one. However, I am gonna keep using that tip on my new one so it never gets that bad, like on the inside. I definitely need to do better with this guy. And let's hope this one makes it 13 years as well. Okay, so my crumb tray is clean now. Definitely let me know down below in the comments section, how often are you guys cleaning your toasters? Is it just me that forgets to do it? Or are you guys forgetting as well? Do I need to add it to like a weekly, monthly routine? Let me know. Okay guys, for this next TikTok cleaning hack, we're gonna stay in the kitchen again and we're gonna actually move on to the dishwasher. So you think a dishwasher should be staying clean because that's all you're doing with it is cleaning, but apparently there's a filter in it that we're all forgetting to clean. Now I have no idea what mine's gonna look like because mine's only like 3.5 months old. So let's see, does it get that dirty in that much time or not? I have no idea. I've never opened mine. I never did it at my last house. I lived there 4 years. I never did it in the house before that, and I lived there like 7.5 or 8. So let's see what it looks like after 3.5 months. So who knew this came out? I did not. I didn't know this was gonna come out either. I'll say this thing's clean for the most part. I may need to clean like right around there, but this is already pretty gross to be a brand new dishwasher. So I guess we're supposed to, I'm gonna go and rinse these guys out and put them back in. You guys may check that. It'll definitely make your appliances last longer if you're cleaning out filters. I just had no idea. Sorry, my camera's not focusing right there. Never knew I had a filter down there in my dishwasher.
The great yellow sun is reflecting in your deep blue eyes. The day has begun. You spin around, you laugh to yourself. and I see you shine in every color, resting your head in my arms. You sing la 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 la. My God, I think I might be in love. Get rid of all your sorrows in the summer city. You'll never feel alone as long as you're with me. Get rid of all your sorrows in the summer.
Okay, and just like that, it's good as new. Just took a little bit of rinsing and it looked brand new again. Oh, and I did forget to add, they said while your filter's out to add vinegar down in that little area and it'll help keep it clean. So I'm actually gonna go back and do that real quickly since it's so easy to take out.
There's no place on earth I would rather be. I found you today. It feels like it's been forever, laughing all day. We spin around your head.
We get down to
Okay, so the very first hack is gonna be a trash bag hack. So Chase is good about taking the trash out, but he'll always go walk it outside, and when he comes back in, he forgets to put the liner in. So something that's really helped us is I just keep extra trash bags in the bottom of the trash. So as soon as he removes the trash bag, he can put a new liner in, and then he doesn't get distracted after putting the trash out in the garbage can outside. So I'll just grab about 4 extra bags at a time, and then I just throw it in the bottom, and then you just put your clean liner over it every time, so those ones at the bottom stay clean. And this saves us tons of issues from throwing trash in a trash can that doesn't have a liner. So hopefully this one helps you guys out.
Everything feels like it just stays the same. Where do we go from here when everything is said and done? Oh, this is what we do.
Now we're gonna move on to a shower cleaning hack. I used to have the hardest time keeping my shower clean, and I even enjoy cleaning, but I did not enjoy like getting down on my knees and just scrubbing once I was ready for the day. So I've learned to keep all my cleaning products in my shower. So choose any products you like to, keep them in there, make sure there's a sponge, a toothbrush, the cleaner, and while you're in the shower, just go ahead and scrub it down and rinse it out, and you will never have a dirty shower again. Up next is the smelly shoes hack. So I love this one because it's affordable and easy to do. So just grab a spray bottle and then a bottle of alcohol. I picked both of these up for $1, but I'm sure you guys might even have these items laying around your house, so it could even be free for you. So all you're gonna do is go ahead and open up that bottle of alcohol and then pour it into your spray bottle and put the lid on.
It's that tears that I feel up with emotions. Could I taste them for real? Longing for you, oh, but I can't get back. What can I do when your train is gone? I don't wanna go back, don't wanna go back. If you are not with me, hey, do you read me, go back?
Okay, so once you have that spray bottle made up, all you're gonna do is go through your shoes and spray it directly in there. So spray it on the inside, spray it deep inside, and what that alcohol is gonna do, it's just gonna eat up that odor smell. So I like to just leave my shoes out and let them dry for a little bit, and then the next time you wear them, they smell so much better. You don't have to be self-conscious about it, or you can throw them in your closet and you don't have to worry about stinking it up. Okay, this next hack I'm gonna call the car cleaning hack because that's how I'm gonna show you how to use it, but you can use this anywhere throughout your house. I'm talking doors, furniture, rugs, but what you're gonna do is take a teaspoon of powdered laundry detergent. You're gonna put it in a bowl and then add really hot water to it, and then you're gonna need a microfiber cloth, any kind. Just grab all 3 of those items and it's going to rock your world.
Longing
So I recently used this hack on Chase's truck. We bought him a new car that was used, if that makes sense, and it was really dirty on the inside. So I went ahead and decided to clean the top of his car, and oh my goodness, I did not realize how dirty it was going to be. Now I definitely need to clean the inside of mine because it didn't look that dirty. But this cleaner is amazing, and like I said, you can use it anywhere you want to. Take it throughout your home and you just become addicted and you just start cleaning everything. I'm about to show you here in a second how dirty the water was when I was finished cleaning, so definitely do not click off yet. Here is a photo of the water when I was finished cleaning his truck. I was in shock. Like, I started texting this to all of my family and friends, and I was like, wash the ceiling of your cars now. So I know his car was used and it was dirty, but I was just amazed on how dirty it could possibly be. That hack I actually found on an Instagram account, so I'll link her page down below in the description box. But now let's move on to a kid's laundry hack. And this is another super simple hack as well. Basically, just by giving your kids a rolling hamper instead of like a carrying one, they can make your life so much easier. So now that I gave Savannah a rolling hamper, she just knows to roll it down to the laundry room every time it's full, and I don't have to go get it anymore, and I know when she needs clean laundry. I have one more laundry hack, and I'm calling this the laundry setting hack. So that bulk item setting is going to be your best friend. So I don't like putting clothes into a dry washer and then just dumping the liquid on top of it. I like to let it run with water and then pour in the laundry detergent so it can get nice and soapy and mixed in. Plus I can also like rinse out the lid, so when I stick it back up in my cabinet, it's not dirty, it's not gonna get sticky or mess anything up there. Plus I just love the idea of like the water being nice and soapy and bubbly. You can see it right here, and then once it starts getting full, I'm gonna go ahead and start throwing all my laundry in. Now let's talk about the toilet brush hack. So I feel like our toilet brushes, like the little bowl they sit in, can get so nasty and nobody wants to clean those out, and then you're constant replacing them. But there's one little hack that can cause that to never happen again. You can keep yours nice and clean. Mine's even white and you can see it's nice and clean in there. So basically you're gonna go ahead and clean your toilet like normal, but when you're finished, you're gonna go ahead and leave it in the toilet, but you're gonna shut the lid on it. Then basically it's just gonna air dry right there, and then you can come back later and put it back in the holder and it will never get dirty again. Once again, super easy hack, game changer, no more smelly, nasty little bowl next to your toilet.
100 times a day, you'll get tired of my voice. That's how much I'm gonna tell you that I'll miss you. I'll miss you if you go. Yes, I'm gonna let you know just how much I tell you, mama.
Okay, I wasn't going to show you the stamping toilet paper hack because I've shared it in my last 2 hacks videos, but it's always the favorite hack of them all. Plus, when I was in here, I remembered I haven't tried out my new faucets. I haven't seen what kind of stamp this was going to make. So if you haven't seen this before, this is super easy and fun to do, but basically you're just going to fold your toilet paper into a V. You can make it where it's like a perfect V to a point. I like mine with a little flat edge, and you're going to turn your water on for a second and turn it off, and then you're going to kind of stamp your toilet paper with it. I was so excited when I found my new stamp. My last faucet was super simple, but this one is very detailed. I was in love, so now I gotta go through and stamp all my toilet paper again. This is really good for like powder rooms or guest bedrooms. Sure, it's not needed, but it's just fun and something neat to do.
About my love, so I really hope you love me too. Yeah.
Okay, this next hack, I've been doing it for years and I call it the cake knife hack. So you can do this with like a butter knife. I've just had this like cake icing knife for years and it just works really well. And then you just grab a towel, you can grab a napkin. Like I said, you can grab like a butter knife and a napkin. This is just the way I do it, but you just wrap it around the knife and then you can get into all those hard to clean creases. So by your stove or on your table, in between your washer and dryer, just anywhere there's a crack, it makes it super easy to clean.
And love you till my dying day. You're the only one I need, no one else. I tell your friends, I tell your family, I'm gonna let everyone know about my love. So I really hope you love me too. Yeah, 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 I really hope you love me too.
Have this feeling.
Okay, now let's talk about the diamond cleaning hack. So if you're not comfortable doing this, don't do it, call your jeweler. But every time I go in to have my ring clean, they use window cleaner. So they always use this yellow bottle. I've seen them use the blue before, but since they have the yellow, I grab the yellow bottle. And all you do is spray it. You can do this on a rag. It's really good for lint free, so I normally just use a paper towel, spray it on there. You can even use a toothbrush if you want to get it really clean, but this is just a fast and easy way to clean your diamond rings before you run out the door so they're nice and sparkly. And I thought it was just really affordable, so I wanted to share it with you guys. But disclaimer, if you're not comfortable with it, don't do it, but this is how I've been cleaning my rings and I haven't had any issues. So this next hack was sent in by a sweet subscriber, so thank you. And I'm calling this the cabinet cleaning hack. So basically what she does is she lays down fresh wax paper at the very top of her cabinets every year so she doesn't have to dust. Then you can switch this out as many times as you like. If you want to do it 3 times a year, twice, once a year. But then, say you're spring cleaning, all you have to do is roll up the old dusty wax paper and then lay new fresh paper down. I think this is such a great idea, so you're going to go ahead and see me do this to all of our cabinets. You can see me like eyeing the cabinets next to me right there. It was just a little bit too tall for me and deep, so I'm gonna have Chase do that off camera, but that's the only one you're not gonna see me do. So here's what it looks like if you're like standing on the countertops. You can see it just fits right up there in that top area. But what's really nice is when you're down on the ground, you can't see it at all. So here's a view from like standing down below in my kitchen. You'd never know it's up there, and it's gonna be so easy to replace when it's time to dust, and I don't have to like take my vacuum up there with me. This just wouldn't be a Till Vacuum Hacks video if I didn't mention decluttering hacks. I just feel like this is so important for your headspace and your home. It's like all connected and it makes such a big impact in your life. So definitely declutter your home. Make sure everything has a space and a home within your home. If you don't love it, it shouldn't be there. Get rid of it. You can do this all different ways. You can do a massive declutter. You can choose one thing to declutter every day. I talk about the bag option where you just grab a Walmart bag and fill up that every day. Just fill up a Walmart sack every day and donate it, sell it, do whatever you got to do, have a garage sale. But decluttering just really declutters your mind and your head. And if you haven't tried it, please give it a go and just see if you notice the big difference in your life.
And I know the life you're living isn't that fulfilling. Let me help you out.
So if you're new here, I have tons of videos on my channel about decluttering. I do it all different ways. I give all different tips, so definitely check those out. I have tons of organizational videos. Basically anything to do with my home, I've created a video on it for you guys, so feel free to check that out. I am going to share one more tip with you in just a moment, so don't click off yet.
Words you've spoken, 'cause some dreams are meant to be broken.
And the last tip to help with decluttering is just have your zone where you're going to take those extra items. I like to keep mine in my front entry, and I just keep a little canvas bin in there. Then I know that is all the things that need to be donated or given away. I like to keep it right there, so when my guests come over, if they want to dig through it and take anything, they're welcome to, and what doesn't get taken, I just take on to a donation center, and I feel like that system just works really well for us. We're going to talk about is the Scrub Daddy. This is not sponsored. I just feel like there's so many hacks you can do with this bad boy, and they make them in all different colors now, even in gray and some that are white, so I love that they have that added feature. But I don't know if anybody knows, but when you're cleaning like with spoons or knives, what's really cool about the face of this is you can actually insert your utensils inside of it, and it just makes it so much easier to clean. What I also love about this product is I can even clean with peanut butter, which you're going to see me do right now, or spaghetti, and it doesn't stain the sponge. I can clean it right out just by rinsing it with warm soapy water. It's nice and fresh again, so you can use this on so many different things. Another thing I like about it is it gets really hard in cold water, so if you really need to scrub something, you can do that. Or if you put it in warm water, it softens up. So it just has so many cool features. I feel like you can't go wrong owning this. This is one of those sponges that's going to last you a really long time. Another thing I like about it is it can fit inside coffee mugs or any type of cup or surface like that. All you do is cram it down in there so you can see it kind of forms to it. And then you can put your fingers like in the eye slots or just around it and spin it, and it just molds to whatever you're cleaning. So I think this thing is super cool, and you can do so many things with it. I'm going to leave a link for it down below in my description box and in my Amazon store, just in case you don't have one, because I think they're super cool to have and just handy for when you're cleaning different surfaces. I also wanted to show you just a straw. If you have like smoothie straws or just any of your reusable straws, they can go right there in the eye slot. So I don't know if anybody realized how handy these are, but I had to share it with you guys. Now my next hack is for like sticky labels or sticky residue. Lemon oil is going to be your friend. So all my oils are from Young Living, and that's who I like to use. I know there's lots of different companies. I'm going to show you how to remove labels. So I love Ross, but them and their sticky labels just kill me sometimes. I've had this one on for over a month, so I wanted to show you. It is not coming off. It is stuck on there. I could mess up my nails and just scrub this all day long, or you can just go ahead and put a few drops of lemon. It did take me a few more drops than I was expecting, but this thing had been on there so long. But if you just kind of mess with it, it just starts to peel right up, and there's no elbow grease involved. You just kind of rub it and it starts to eat down that like sticky residue. This is nice too if you do pull the tag off in the beginning, but there's a little bit of sticky left. You need a lot less oil that way. So it's so smart to get tags off soon versus sitting there. But I was shocked how quickly it removed the sticker off the bottle. And just like that, that sticky label is gone. It worked so quickly, plus my fingers smell like lemon now, which I love, so that's such an easy hack to do. Now we're going to move on to the next one, which is homemade foam soap. So I'm going to be using the same bottle because it was actually empty, but you can use whatever foam soap bottle you have. So definitely just reuse whatever bottle you have in your house. And then you're also going to need some type of dish soap. So this can be Dawn if you have all different kinds. I even have an antibacterial Dawn that I'd like to use with it. I also have a Method dish soap. So this is just one of those free hacks. Just use whatever you have in your house. So this can be absolutely free. I'm going to be using my Method bottle with my Method dish soap. And all you do is fill it up about 1/4 of the bottle. Once you have that done, you can head on over to your sink, and you're just going to need to fill the rest of the way up with water. Now you don't want to go too far up, because when you actually put the top back on, it will overflow, so make sure to leave some gap for your lid to go back on. You can use warm water here. I just used normal like temperature water, and then you put it back on, and then you're not going to shake this, you're just going to kind of spin it, and you want the water and the soap to mix, but you don't want to shake it up where it gets all bubbly. So just kind of take your time and spin it and rotate it, and then you're good to go, and you have your own foam soap. So you don't have to spend a ton of money on new soap. You can get all different scents with just different dish soap smells. So I always thought this was a fun hack. Now let's talk about soap scum buildup. So what you're going to need for this is a toilet bowl cleaner. I love this Lime Away from the Dollar Tree. This is literally $1. And then I'm going to use disinfecting wipes. I typically use Dollar Tree wipes, but they've been all out, so I'm just going to use these sand versions. But as you can see, if you start to look around my faucet, especially the back, there's just so much buildup and it's disgusting. I've tried scrubbing this over and over, especially these parts where like the water runs down onto the countertop, and I could never get it clean. I could get parts of it off, but I could never get it completely off. Finally, last week, I was like, hey, I'm just gonna try squeezing this on here, and I could not believe the difference it made. I just let it sit for a minute or two, and it completely cleared up. So now I'm gonna be doing it here in my bathroom to show you guys, but like I said, just let it sit for a few minutes, and then you're literally gonna be able to wipe it away so easily. Okay, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like using disinfectant wipes to clean it up, it just makes it super easy, and then you're cleaning it and disinfecting it as you go, but this literally requires no scrubbing. Like, all I'm doing is wiping it and it's coming up. The other reason I like to use these is they're really thin, so I can kind of what I call flossing, like in between all of the faucets and handles. I just feel like it makes it super easy to clean. I'm going to kind of show you how it's going, but I'm literally just barely wiping that over, and look how quickly it's coming up. It is just so easy to do. Now, as all that product gets on there, it does get full, so I just keep rinsing out my little rag and then just keep wiping, and as you can see, like, I'm not scrubbing at all. It's just cleaning up that easily. Okay, and here is the after and what it looks like. I promise you, from start to finish, this takes less than 5 minutes to clean, and I typically dread cleaning bathrooms. They're very rewarding because they look so good when they're done, but they're so hard to clean. So I've learned if I can just find lots of hacks and tips to make things easier, I'm more willing to go in there and clean it, and this is one of those tips I will be using for the rest of my life. I had no idea what I've been missing out on. I've been scrubbing like crazy, and now I no longer have to. Now I want to share a few tips with you about keeping your bathroom smelling fresh. So I'm going to grab my lemon oil again, but feel free to use any one that you choose, and then a roll of toilet paper. So in my first need to know cleaning hacks, I show you guys how to stamp your toilet paper. I'm just going to do it real quickly, sped up right here, so you can kind of see. If you want it more in detail, definitely go back and watch that video, but you just fold it, turn the faucet on, and then stamp it. And every faucet makes a different design, and most of yours are way prettier than mine. I feel super jealous because you guys have awesome ones. But then take that oil and you just put it inside that roll on the cardboard and then slide it back on, and now you have a nice smelling fresh bathroom when guests come in. And there's something about when you go to spin the toilet paper, it like releases it, and I feel like that's just a super easy way to keep your bathroom smelling fresh. But if you don't have that, or don't like, you know, Young Living oils or anything, you can get these scented trash bags from Dollar Tree. So I was able to pick them up in blue and pink. They typically typically have them in white and it's the vanilla scent, but they were sold out at mine. But all you have to do is open them up and use them as a trash can liner. Now they do make bathroom ones that are shorter if you don't have a big trash can, but in this bathroom I kind of need a bigger one and the kitchen size works better. And all you do is open it up and put it on your trash can and it will smell so good. And what's nice is that your trash can is normally sitting right next to your toilet, so it just leaves a nice smell. It's super easy to do. Like I said, you can do colors if you want them, or they have white as well. Since these are scented bags, I do like to wrap it back up in that plastic and seal it off just so that fresh scent stays in there. But that's it. I think that's the super easy hack that you can do. They're $1 for 22 bags, and that's if you get the kitchen bags. You get even more if you get the smaller bags. So just super affordable and easy. I do have one more quick hack for you on how to keep your bathroom smelling fresh. These are just super easy and affordable, so I wanted to share them. But just take whatever laundry softener that you use and take the lid off of your toilet and pour some of it in the top, and it's gonna make your bathroom smell like fresh laundry, which is my favorite. It will leak into your toilet, so if it's blue, it's gonna have a blue tint, but it does smell so good. Now we're gonna talk about cleaning the baseboards, and one of the easiest things you can use is dryer sheets. I rarely use these in my dryer, but I use them for like a million different purposes. So I'm going to show you how I use them on my baseboards. So when I get started, I like to take about 2 or 3 so I can change it out as I go, because dust is attracted to those and it's going to want to stick to it. I also love that it kind of spreads that fresh laundry scent throughout your house, and then it also keeps dust from sticking to your baseboards for about a week or so, which I find so helpful, especially if you have like dog hair or pollen or you're just in and outside a lot. This is something, once again, it's super easy to do. You probably already have it within your home, so you can probably go do it for free. If not, I suggest buying a pack of dryer sheets and Pinteresting what you can do with them. It is insane how many hacks you can do. You can also leave them in your pocket, and mosquitoes stay away from you if you're outside, so you don't have to spray like bug spray on you. But yeah, there's like a million hacks on these, so definitely check those out. I thought this scene was so funny as I'm sitting here editing it. You can watch Tiger go. He knows how to like push on the door and get it open so he can go in there with Savvy. I just thought that was so sweet that I caught that on camera. Okay, now the next hack I get asked about all the time, and it's hacks for cleaning your vacuum. So the first one I showed you in my last video, I like to save old pens or pencils to help clean out the little can. All you have to do is swirl it around and get all of it clean. But I also have other hacks to clean your vacuum, so definitely stay tuned because I'm gonna help you out if you guys all have this cordless vacuum. Okay, so for the next hack, you're gonna need a pair of scissors, not like kitchen scissors, but something that you just craft with, and then a quarter or, you know, a dime, just something. But most of you probably don't clean out the roller on your vacuum. Now, Chase is really good about cleaning mine, so it's not that bad, but all you have to do is use that quarter to unlock the little hook on there, and then it just kind of pops out and slides right out. Now, if you're not cleaning this often, it's probably packed, which means your vacuum isn't working as well as it should be. I wanted to show you, he does this about weekly and I still have stuff on it. Now you take those scissors and you're just gonna cut across that whole thing, and then the hair is just gonna slide right off of it just like that. Definitely make this hack, you know, a weekly thing or bi-weekly thing, and then all you have to do is pop it back in. So it doesn't take much time at all, and it's gonna make your vacuum work so much better. Okay, and the next hack is to clean out your filter. It's gonna be easy to get to. It's probably gonna be on the top of your vacuum and it's just gonna pull right out. Now, it's not gonna look that dirty. All of them, even when I have my Dyson's even worse. It looks brand new. You still need to clean this. You probably need to do this monthly or every other month. I just like to kind of bang it and shake it and get any of the loose dust off, and then go ahead and just rinse it out, and then you're gonna let it air dry for about 24 hours. And this is gonna make your vacuum last so much longer because it's not going to have to work as hard. So definitely make sure you're taking time periodically and getting this cleaned out and fully dry before you put it back in. First place we're going to start off is in my guest bathroom, and I want to talk about a fabric shower liner. I feel like this is such a good investment, and when I say investment, they're not that much. I'll link one in my Amazon store down below, so just click on that link. But it just saves you money, and it's less plastic in your house. You don't have that plastic smell. When it gets dirty, I just throw it in the washer and dryer, and then when your company comes over, it feels more like a hotel or a nice spa. It's not just plastic in there, so definitely look into fabric shower liners. My shower liner had gotten really dirty. I didn't realize my curtain rod had dropped a little bit, so you could tell it was like soaking in the water. So what's nice, I don't have to replace it. I don't have to spend money on plastic or one that's just gonna get thrown away. This is better for our earth. I just grab my shout and I spray it at the bottom, and then you'll see me just throw it in the washer, and then later I'll throw it in the dryer. I'll show you here in a second the products I'm using. They're just from Sam's Clubs. They are nothing special. It's just their laundry soap and their fabric softener, and then I just use shout, and I do put it in like an old method container with a label just so it looks prettier. Okay, now I'm gonna head back into my guest bathroom. This is a fun tip that a sweet subscriber told me about. So this is what normally my toilet paper looks like. It's fine, but you can actually step it up one notch and stamp your toilet paper. So I've always been one to fold it when it's on the roll for my guests. I don't do it in my bathroom all that much, but I'm gonna show you how. Just on your little roll, you just fold in the edges, and it makes this V. It's almost like you're wrapping a present, and I would always hang that on the paper towel roll or the toilet paper roll, and it was just nice and pretty. But then a subscriber taught me that you turn on the water faucet for a second, and then you put the toilet paper roll underneath it, like right where the V meets, and you hold it for 3 seconds, and it makes this perfect little stamp. And what's so cool is every faucet kind of has a different design, so you'll have to try it and see what yours looks like. But I just think this is a fun thing to do for a guest bathroom with people coming over. It's just that extra special touch. Obviously you don't have to do it, but it's just fun and something different. Okay, now we're gonna go to the other side of the house, which is my laundry room. Chase was so sweet. When we came home from Sam's, he put my paper towel rolls away for me, and when I walked in there, I just started cracking up, because if you guys know me, this is not gonna fly. That is way too much color. So my tip is, okay, I'm not going to take all of these out of plastic because obviously I don't want them to get dusty and dirty, but the ones that aren't going to be on display, so I put a lot just right there at the top of my cabinets. You really don't notice them and you just see the white part, but all the ones that are going to be out where you can see, I'm going to go ahead and take all the wrapping off. So I do this in a lot of areas of my house. I do this in my kitchen. If you will start taking stuff out of the packaging, it looks so much nicer and neater, and then you can use those items more as decor versus having to buy some. So you're gonna see me open these up and then stack them back up there, and it's just such a huge difference between it up there in the plastic and up there just the nice clean white look. Okay, and another tip, if you're like, oh no, I want up my plastic, I don't want to open like that, Just make sure when you stack it up, kind of make them all face the same direction and where the outside's the same print. That way it still looks more uniformed and it looks like you did it on purpose and it's less messy. But the way it was up there where some were forward, some were upside down, just kind of be more aware how you're putting things away. And then when you walk into the space, I promise you it feels so much better. So here's a final look, and you have to agree, when you walk into the space, it's just so much more calming. It looks like it's done on purpose, and it looks like nice decor when it's actually just my supplies that I have for around the house. So just taking a few extra moments and working on stuff like that really does make an impact. Now we're going to talk about pillows, and we're going to talk about tags. So my first tip is, when you first buy pillows, do not take the tags off, because you might want to keep them for a few days. Sometimes I change my mind, sometimes I end up redecorating. So make sure to leave all the tags on until you're 100%. And then after that, take every tag off. I know there's even a tag that says do not remove this. Remove it. If you're keeping it, that's just something that you don't want to keep tucking every time you're putting them up. It looks cheap and just not well put together if there's tags sticking out. So be sure once you're 100%, get all those tags off, and then you're not hiding those tags every time you're moving them, or they're itchy when you're laying on them. So that was my next tip. I had bought pillows about a week ago, so that's why I have so many tags that I'm removing, and I'm so thankful that I left them on, because I kept some pillows for about 2 or 3 days and decided I did not like it or they weren't worth the money, and they were actually $30 each, so that was $60 I got to return and get my money back, versus if I had cut those tags, I would have been stuck with them, or I had to resell them and I would never have made that money back. So definitely keep tags on things just for a few days. Hold on to your receipts. I know this isn't a cleaning tip, but it'll definitely save you money. Now let's talk about dusting. I think a lot of people go wrong when they're dusting because they don't dry dust first. So get a dry rag out and dust off any of that loose stuff that you can. If you go straight in with a liquid or wet rag, it just starts to like gum up and get sticky or smudgy. So definitely just take like a dusting rag that's dry, wipe it off, and then you can go in with the wet rag. This works with lights, fans, toilets, basically anything that gets dusty. Here's a quick look at my rag when I was done dusting. So if I wouldn't have used that first and just used straight like liquid or something on it, I would have been smearing all of that into the light, and then it just kind of gets streaky. So that's why you definitely need to like dry dust first. Right after I dust a space that's up high, I like to clean whatever's below it. So if it's a fan, I clean my bed. If it's just the floor, I vacuum. In this case, it's my island. So I want to go ahead and wipe it down really well, because any of that dust that my rag didn't catch fell down below. Plus, in this case, I was actually standing on my island so that I could reach it. So it's just an idea, or good idea, to go ahead and get it clean right afterwards. Okay, and my next cleaning tip is my favorite cleaning tip. You guys hear it all the time, but everything needs a home. If it doesn't have a home in your house, you need to get rid of it or get rid of something else. That way, when you go to clean, you're not like, oh, I don't have a place to put it, or I'll just cram it over here. I'm going to show you into a few spaces of my house so you can just kind of see how everything has a home, everything has a place, and if there's no room for it, I either need to get rid of that item or another item for it. So I know this is hard and this takes time, but once it's done, it makes cleaning so easy. It means people can help you because it's very clear where your items belong and where they go. And like I mentioned, when you don't have a place for things, it just starts to stack up like in a catch-all space or a dining room. So definitely just start going through your space this entire year. It doesn't have to get done in one day. Work on one room at a time or one space at a time, and I promise you, you will not regret it.
So you think you were right? Bring it on, prove me.
Okay, now let's talk about dog hair. Both of my dogs aren't supposed to shed right now. George may shed a little bit, but as of right now, he's just losing his puppy coat, so he's shedding. So if you have a dog that sheds, I totally feel your pain. One of my biggest tips I can give you is brush them daily, and it just takes a few minutes if you'll do it every single day, and then you're getting that fur on the brush and in that area versus all over your furniture or your clothes. So definitely take the time and brush your dogs daily. Tip number 2 when it comes to dog hair, give them a special blanket to lay on. So when I put a blanket here, both of my dogs are attracted to it and they always want to sit on it. And then their fur or smell or whatever it is stays on that blanket, and I can wash that blanket as needed, but it's not on my actual sofa, so that's not smelling and getting dirty. So definitely just work on tips like that are helpful. Now let's talk about smell, because I always get tons of questions on how I make my house smell good, and I get headaches really easy, so I have to be really careful with the products that I use for smell. So the first one I use is my diffuser and essential oils, and I know a lot of you guys do not like those since I have pets, but you can do your research. Not all oils are bad for pets, and trust me, those wall plugins are way worse with the fake like fragrances than my oils. So I just pour in some oil into the diffuser. This one's lemon that I'm using currently. I just feel like it's a nice, clean, fresh scent. So I drop that in, turn it on, and that'll make the whole room and living room smell amazing. Another way that I like to make my home smell good is non-toxic candles. So this is anything to use with beeswax or essential oils. You can find them on Etsy. I look in Ross and I'll just read all the labels to make sure they're nice and healthy. Another way is real plants. They help with the air and getting bad odors out. So those are all pretty safe ways that you can use just to take the smell out of the house and make sure it smells nice and pretty. The next thing we're going to talk about is the vacuum. I get questions all the time how I clean out my vacuum, so you're going to see real fast. It had been a while. This is gross. So first off, I pull out as much as I can, and then I like to save old pens that have like run out of ink, and I can put it up in there and kind of swirl it around, and it loosens it up. You can see it starts to pull that down, and since it's an old pen anyways, when I'm done, I chunk it, and then you're going to see me wash my hands. And then I have one more tip about the vacuum. Okay, now I'm going to open it up and get the filter out. This will be different on every vacuum. I always get asked what vacuum I use. This is the LG cordless. Now you can go ahead and just wash out that filter when you have time and let it air dry, but I'm not going to do that today. But a subscriber told me to put in oil into that, and oh my goodness, when you have pets, this is a huge lifesaver, because sometimes your vacuum will start to smell like pets or dogs, and when you vacuum, it makes your house smell that way. And as soon as you add that oil, it makes the room smell amazing. So I'm using the lemon one again just to make it smell fresh and clean. This makes the whole house smell amazing. It lingers. It makes your vacuum smell better, your house smell better. I highly suggest getting an oil, even if you don't love them, just for your vacuum. I don't know how many times I've vacuumed my house like an hour before people come over, or didn't vacuum because I didn't want to do it right before they came in, because I was always curious like if my vacuum had that smell. Now I want to vacuum before they come over because it just puts that fresh scent out immediately, like I said, and lingers. So So this is like one of my favorite tips when it comes to like vacuum and making your house smell good. It is so easy to do and so simple, and that will last for a while. So it's not just that one time you vacuum. When I go on and use it the next few days, that oil is still in that filter. So super easy tip. So when we first moved in, I could take showers in here all day long and the mirror would never fog, but recently it started doing it again, and I actually learned a hack that's supposed to stop that. So we're gonna head into the bathroom and I'm gonna do half the mirror, I'm gonna let it get steamy, and we're gonna see if it works. So supposedly you just squeeze this out and rub it all on the mirrors, so that's what I'm gonna do first.
To the ocean, I didn't wanna be tied down to nothing, but since I met you, I didn't know it, that underneath it all, you started something.
Okay, so now that I have shaving cream on that side, you're gonna take a polishing cloth. Different people make them, you can buy them different places, and you're gonna buff it in. The reason why I left this side unfinished is I actually wanna test it to see if it works. So I'm gonna buff this in, and then we're gonna make it steamy in here, and we're gonna see if there is a difference.
On a Saturday night, I was doing just fine. I was out on my own, didn't want nobody else. Then I opened my eyes and I put down my pride. I was holding you closer than
If I'm echoing, sorry, I'm in the bathroom with the door shut, but I let it get steamy in here, and I'm gonna call this one a fail. You guys can see it with your own eyes. I feel like the side that I put the shaving cream on is almost foggier than the side without it. I don't know if there's like a different brand you can use. From what I could tell, they just said shaving cream. I didn't mean for the first hack to be a fail, but if you guys are wondering, and just in case you saw this on TikTok or whatever, from my experience, if I did everything correctly, it did not work. Okay, so I'm a little bummed about that first hack. I hated that it was a fail, but this is real life, and this is why I love testing out things for you guys, so you know if it's worth spending your time doing or not. Now the next one I know works because I have been doing it for years. You can do this with any soap in your house, and foaming soap, that is. So sometimes you buy a soap because you love the bottle, or I do, but it's not necessarily the smell or what's in it. You just like how it looks sitting out in your bathroom or your kitchen or wherever it might be. You can actually refill those bottles that have like foaming hand soap, so you don't have to keep buying them. So say you find a really cute bottle from Bath & Body Works, which I did. It was a black hand soap. I love it. I ran out, but I don't want to buy the product again. I wasn't like super in love with the soap. So I'm going to show you how you can refill those bottles and reuse them.
when the lights go out, it's you, babe. Every time I'm down, it's you, babe. Every night.
So to do this, you can use any soap you like. If it's just like a dish soap, if you have a favorite Dollar Tree one or Dollar General, affordable, nice, whatever, you can use any soap you want, even body wash, and you're just gonna fill the bottom of the bottle of the foaming hand soap that you're gonna use just about an inch, and then you're gonna fill up the rest with water, and then you're gonna shake it really well. It may take a few pumps to get it going, but after that, it's amazing. You can pick whatever scent you like, just get a cute foaming bottle that you like, and then you can just keep refilling it.
You know for me, it's always gonna be you, babe. It's you.
Now we're out of the bathroom and we're heading into the kitchen. Now I will say this next cleaning home hack you can do with any sink in your house, but I feel like most of the time kitchen sinks get the most smelly. So if you're needing to like deodorize any of your sinks, I'm gonna show you how to do it now. Okay, so how you're gonna use all those products is basically you're gonna take 1 cup of the baking soda and then 2 cups of hot vinegar. So I think you can do this without the hot vinegar, but I can see how that would be even more helpful if you need that. But if you don't wanna heat it, you don't. And then you let that set for about an hour and then come back later and just run some hot water and it is clean. So let's go ahead and get these drains deodorized.
So pick me up when you're done working. You know that I wanna see you're worth it. The way you treat me, I'm undeserving. Every day
Okay, so next up, we're gonna talk about how to clean the soles of your tennis shoes. Now, this is another one I haven't tried out before, but I'm really interested to see if it works. So let me show you the products that you're gonna need.
I think you're perfect. On a Saturday night, I was doing just fine. I was out on my own, didn't want nobody else. Then I opened my
So all I'm gonna do to clean the soles of the shoes is take this product, dump it onto any cloth, paper towel, whatever you wanna use. And then supposedly if you just rub on it, it makes them super clean and white. So let's see.
and I put down my pride. I was holding you closer than anybody else. When the lights go out, it's you, babe. Every time I'm down, it's you, babe.
It's gonna be really hard to tell on camera because it's white, but if you look right here at the front, it is cleaning it so well. So I've wiped down this side and you can see I've stopped right here. So it actually is working.
I'm saying your name. You know for me, it's always gonna be you, babe.
Okay, so I just finished wiping it down. I did take the damp part and just wipe down the rest of this, just because you can see right there how dusty it is. I know on camera it's so hard to tell, but if you look at those soles, you can tell the difference it made. They look so much better. So I'm gonna finish out his other shoe and then I'm gonna test it on mine as well. Okay, so I finished up his and then I did one of mine and you can tell how much wider it is over here. So I'm definitely gonna call this one a win. You may already have this product in your cabinets. If you don't, it's a good one to have. I mean, it's good to clean your shoes, but it's also really good for your face as a toner. So it's kind of a 2-for-1. My daughter loves this and she got me hooked on it. So this is just a good product to have. I'll link it down below in my description box for you. So by now it's been over an hour, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn on this hot water and let all this stuff rinse out. Okay, so now that this thing's clean, we're gonna kind of go back to the shoes again. I've shared this hack before in many videos ago, and it's just so easy and so affordable. I wanted to share it again for anybody here that's new. This one's for smelly shoes. So if you have stinky shoes or your kids, especially like sports shoes, Savannah's dance shoes, I do this all the time. I have a little hack for you guys for this one. So what's super nice about this one is you only need 2 products. They're super affordable. You probably already have them in your house. What you're gonna do is take your rubbing alcohol and just put it into a spray bottle and then spray your shoes, and it just like eats up the odor. I keep this like by our back door in a basket, so anytime we come in, I can just spray the inside of our shoes as soon as we take them off, especially during summer. I just feel like your feet sweat more, even like sandals and stuff, or ours do. And like I mentioned, like kids' shoes, this is so nice for, and you probably have these 2 items. So definitely go grab these, pour it in there, use it, and let me know what you think.
You remind me of Friday fever when the sun went down. I could try to describe this feeling, but just calm
Okay, so now that we have our shoes smelling good, now let's talk about our homes smelling good. I know anytime I show like a wall plug-in scent of any kind, people lose it. They want their essential oils. They want things that are just less chemicals. So what if I told you you could take those wall plug-ins and refill them with essential oils, or just refill them with anything you like just to save money? That's what we're gonna do now. I will say this is the first time I'm doing it, so we're trying this hack out together, but I'm actually really excited about it because most wall plug-ins do give me headaches because of the chemicals in them, but I do love my essential oils. So let's try this hack out together and see if it works. Okay, so now that you know what you need, which is just an air plug-in, preferably empty, mine still has stuff in it, but I'm gonna dump it out and clean it. Essential oils, so get whatever one you like. There's lavender if you're gonna put it in a bedroom. I'm gonna do lemon because I like the clean smell, and I normally have this in my laundry room, and then a few little Q-tips. So I'm really excited to try this one out. I hope it works because I've always wondered why there weren't wall plug-ins for essential oils, so let's try it. Now it is kind of hard to get this cap off, so just be careful. You can use pliers or whatever you need to. I'm using like a butter knife, but don't cut yourself, but be careful just getting that little topper off. Once you come off, it kind of like pops off real easy, and then you can start taking the pieces apart and washing them. I know I'm touching all of this product right now and it's on my fingertips. I don't think I show you, but I washed my hands really well. So if you still have product in yours, just be super careful. Don't touch your face, your eyes, your mouth. Just wash your hands and get all of that stuff off your fingertips. Now you're gonna go ahead and cut one end off of the Q-tip on both sides. I don't know why you do this. It may make sense to some of you. Once again, this is just a hack I found on Pinterest, and so I think it just helps with the diffusing. I don't know why you can't leave it on there, but they cut theirs off, so I'm cutting mine off.
Little bit tongue-tied.
Now, it did say to do about 20 to 30 drops. I don't think I did that full amount. I wasn't wanting to waste a ton of essential oil, but I will say as the days go on since I filmed this, that fragrance or, essential oil smell isn't as strong. So if you really want it to smell, I would at least do 30 drops, if not more, because you are gonna dilute it with water. So if you really wanna smell it, I suggest doing a little bit more than I did. So that one was not hard to do. So basically you put in about 20 to 30 drops of whatever essential oil you're wanting to use. I will say when I was looking at hacks, some people used like laundry softener and stuff like that, but I was definitely going for the more natural approach. So I'm curious to see how well that lasts, how well you can smell it. But so far I'm loving it, and my laundry room already smells better and it actually smells cleaner. But speaking of the laundry room, we're gonna actually head that way for our next cleaning home hack. Okay guys, we're actually gonna talk about vinegar again. If you don't have this stuff in your house, grab it. You can use it for so many different things, and it's so affordable. So buy big ones, buy small ones, whatever, just pick some up. So now we're gonna use it as a laundry softener. So I did this for a lot of years. It's cheap, it's affordable, it works really well, especially for your towels. And what's amazing about it, it's like a 2-for-1. Anytime I'm using this as my laundry softener, my washer is so clean, like spotless. So if you're wanting to get your washer clean, just switch over your laundry softener for a little while and you can thank me later, because you're gonna be amazed at how well it works. So you're gonna use it exactly like you would laundry softener. So like mine goes right here, and you can see this gets super dirty, it gets buildup all of that will be spotless after a few washes. And my lash washer, I would put it right here in the center, and it used to be so dirty, but when I would do this, it would get it so clean. So just switch over for a while, and after a little while you're going to open up your washer, and not only are your like laundry softener parts going to be cleaner, but even like the bowl and the inside is going to get cleaner, all by just doing your laundry with this stuff. The next little cleaning hack is for candles. Do you ever buy a candle and then you get this little tunnel with it because you have to blow it out sooner than you wanted to? So like typically when you buy a candle, you have to let it run for 6 hours. So I try to like light it knowing I'm gonna be here for a while, and then something comes up and we have to leave, and when I blow it out, you start to get this tunnel, and once you start that, then it only burns down to that point and you waste all of your nice candles. So recently I learned a hack for it, so let me show it to you. Here's what you're gonna need. Okay, this is another super affordable one. You already have these products in your house. It's the candle, and then you're gonna need some foil and then a lighter. Just a quick little tip, if you don't have one of these yet, I'm gonna link it down below, but it's from Amazon, and it lights your candles so well, and you just charge it. But since I've got it, I only charged it the initial time, and it lasts so long, and it lights it so easy. So what you're gonna do is go ahead and light your candle, and then you're gonna wrap this around it, and it's gonna cause all of it to melt so it's back one level again. And then next time you burn your candle, you're burning the whole thing instead of just a small tunnel all the way down it. So to do this one, you're gonna go ahead and light it and then wrap foil around it. I've seen several girls that do this on Instagram, but I'm not gonna lie, I did this over 2 days. I kept testing and I could not get it to work. I left a little hole, I left a big hole, I let it burn for hours. Most people said like 20 minutes. So for me, this is a fail. It's kind of funny. I started with a fail, I ended with a fail. I did not mean to do that, but that's life here. I think this one should work. It just didn't for me. As well as the very first one, I've seen girls use it and test it out, and it works. So if you know what I did wrong on either one of them, let me know down below in the comments section, because I can try it again. But with this candle, like I said, I did it for 2 days and could not figure it out.
I want to remember all that happened to us, 'cause
Okay guys, we are finished. Let me know what you guys thought about today's video. Let me know your favorite cleaning home hack that we did today. You can even leave suggestions down there. If you have a great home hack for me, let me know about it and I'll try it in one of my future videos. And I do want to thank Hoover again for sponsoring this video. I'm going to have their link down below in my description box, so don't forget to check that out. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
So I know I'll see you next time, next time, next time. So I know I'll see you next time.